It's Retro Podcast with your host, Retro Lion. We talk music, entertainment, films, and more. And now, here he is, live, Retro Lion. Welcome back to Retro Podcast. I am the Retro Lion, also known as Ben Cena. Today we have Kiami Davael from the hit movie you may recognize from the 90s is Matilda. And Kiami, welcome to Retro Podcast.
Hi, thank you for having me.
And how was your summer?
It is going amazing so far. I cannot complain. It has been extremely hot. However, it's been productive, so I am excited. I am grateful. And my birthday, so that's even better.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's funny, my birthday is August 20th.
No way, mine's the 21st. That's crazy. Love it. Well, happy birthday to you too.
Thank you.
Of
And do you have any
course.
special plans for your birthday?
So yes, I actually have a little trip planned. It's some work involved as well. A new project that I'm working on. However, I'm super, super excited. It'll definitely be fun. So it's a little work and birthday celebration at the same time.
Same here.
Yes. Where are you gonna go to? What are we doing? What are we planning?
Well, there isn't much for my birthday this year, but I will
Okay.
say I am working on a film this fall, so that is part of my birthday,
Okay.
part of my birthday treat.
Got you.
It's a
Okay.
little indie film I've been working on for 6 years. I'm finally getting it made this year, and so
That is
my birthday, and this
amazing.
is a big help from my parents and my grandparents, and especially in these struggling times, dealing with inflation, dealing with
Of
tariffs,
course.
and
Of
and
course.
I was actually
Absolutely.
supposed to get a grant not long ago to help with the film. Like the film is fully funded, but we just needed one more grant to add on top of it.
Okay.
And the art company I was supposed to get the grant from, they stopped doing grants. They're putting grants on hold because
Oh,
of funding
wow.
cuts. And so I didn't
Okay.
get my grant. And so yeah, there was some struggling in between there. And my parents and my grandparents said to me that because the only thing that needs to be taken care of left is the catering. And they said, hey,
Understood.
we'll get the catering taken care of for you. You don't have to worry about it. I was like, thank you.
And that's awesome. Well, congratulations. That's so exciting.
Thank you.
Of course.
And so this work trip that you have going on, is it for a movie or is it for something else?
So actually, you're talking about that. I was mentioning that was coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is actually for my TV special.
Nice.
So yes, so we're actually going into production for that. And this project is so special. It's so near and dear to me for a lot of reasons. So it's finally, coming to fruition. It's been some months in the making, but we're finally going to be able to lock it down and get it done. So I am ecstatic.
And if I'm allowed to ask, what is the project about?
It's about me. It's
Oh,
literally
nice.
about me and my story, my journey. And so I get to, tell my story my way.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. So I'm excited.
You were from the movie Matilda, the 96 version. And
Mhm.
what were your memories working on that project?
Oh, so many, so many. I think probably one of my favorites um, was definitely, of course, being able to be around all of these kids. I mean, it's like summer camp, and you have all these kids that you get to play with and hang out with. So we had such a good time. And then one of my favorite scenes was definitely the food fight scene. That was super awesome. And the newt scene, that was my buddy. The
Mhm.
newt was my friend. So that was also something that I think was a really great memory. And just being able to have that just wholesome experience for my first film was something I will never ever forget. Everybody was just so so gracious and so patient, because we were kids. But just the friendships that I was able to form have literally lasted me throughout that 30-year time span. So I could not have asked for anything better and anything more, truth be told.
Yeah. When you mentioned the newt scene, I could just imagine everyone was laughing their heads off when the newt got on the principal and she's trying to get it off, but she's doing all these poses trying to get the nude off because she doesn't want to touch it.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. No, that was super funny. I think we all had a really, really good cackle off of that one. So, and she was, I think part of it was also her just improving and figuring out what felt natural, even in like a really weird situation, such as having a nude on you. So
Mhm.
that just made it even funnier. So it was great.
The There was a cartoon that someone did because my Nana's from the UK and she always reads the UK news. Well,
Okay.
a while back, this was a few years ago, a while back, there was a little cartoon of Matilda in the newspaper.
Oh,
And
wow.
we think in the Matilda movie and book where she outsmarts the principal and she tries to prove that the principal is wrong, even though the principal is trying to prove she's right, and Matilda's going like,
Mm-hmm.
"You are wrong. You are wrong.
Uh-huh.
This is
Uh-huh.
what's right." I can
Oh, yes.
I'm trying hard not to laugh, but
No, because it's funny. I mean, it's such comic relief, and I think that the people that we had in the film just make it even better. Just their comedic timing just makes it even better. And then when we have like the comic strips and the books and the all of these musicals and things that can come after our film and just put their own little spin on the comedy, I think it's just it just takes it to new heights. It's
Mhm.
amazing.
Well, the
I love it.
cartoon it wasn't the principal, it was the president from his first term, and it was Matilda outsmarting.
Wow. That is okay. Okay, I've got to look this up. I've got to look this up. I've got to see this because
It's
that is
hilarious.
wow. And you said this was from UK.
Yeah, this is from the UK.
Okay, okay.
It's like the UK when it comes to their cartoons and their animation, especially if it's
Mm-hmm.
humor, and Monty Python did the same thing. They're hilarious. I mean,
Oh,
they're
I gotta look this
hilarious.
up. I gotta see it. I have to. You
Yeah.
have convinced me.
Hey, if you're a fan of Stephen Colbert like I am, hey, welcome to the
Mm-hmm.
club.
Hey, okay. So yeah, I've got to find this. So I just need to Google this. Is that what I need to do? Because
All you have
you
to
have
do is
literally
Google
convinced
it.
me that I need to see this.
I couldn't remember what it was from, so I do apologize who the artist was. I couldn't remember who he was, but yeah, he did a little cartoon of Matilda outsmarting the president from his
That
first
is
term.
hilarious. I'm gonna find it. I
Yeah.
am.
And speaking of comedy, have you seen the new South Park episode?
I
So
haven't.
South Park
What
is
happened?
back for season 27. It's amazing
Wow.
they're still
Okay.
going. And the first episode just it aired a few weeks ago. And
Okay.
I don't watch South Park very often, but this was like
Mm-hmm.
one of the funniest episodes that Trey Parker and Matt Stoney have done. And this was a callback to the original South Park from both the first two seasons and the movie that came out in 99. Well,
Got
in
it. Okay.
99, the villain in that time was Saddam Hussein. And there's a scene in the movie where Saddam gets in bed with Satan. Well,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
fast for, fast forward to this year, they brought Saddam back for season 27, except it's not Saddam, it's the president as Saddam. Because the way how the character was being done back then, it was
Uh-huh.
Saddam's actual face, his actual face photoshopped
Okay.
this stick figure, and he had this
Wow.
high pitched, annoying voice. And so they brought that
Okay.
character back, and instead of Saddam, it's Trump, his actual face on a stick figure with the same annoying voice that Saddam had in the South Park movie. And wait for it. He even gets in bed with Satan in the
Oh
White House. And
Jesus.
Satan's like, I need counseling. You remind me of this guy that I used to date a long time ago. You guys are very similar.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that I have to add that to my list too. See, you're hipping me to the new.
Yeah.
I love that. That is amazing. Yeah,
This is
yeah,
humor
okay.
that we all need.
No, seriously. Seriously, it's so good for the soul.
Oh yeah.
So I appreciate that because that's definitely something I'm gonna have to put back here and make sure I remember because I think that we all need a good laugh.
hmm
So
And one last question I do have, Matilda. There was a cake scene
yeah,
in the movie
yes.
where Bog Trotter eats. a full cake, full
Yes,
chocolate
yes,
cake, which
yes.
makes me sick every time I watch that movie. I just can't imagine. But of course, you wouldn't have eaten that all real life, according to what Dan DeVito said. But did
Mhm.
everyone get to have a piece of the cake at the end of the day? Did everyone get to have a slice? Because I can imagine it was really delicious.
So I don't remember us having the option to have some chocolate cake. I could be wrong, but I don't necessarily remember that. Now, I do remember that Jimmy, who that's the one who actually played Bruce, said that he never wanted chocolate cake again, ever again for the rest of his life. I don't know if maybe that's changed, but he was definitely standing on it at that point. Um, but I will say it looked amazing. It did smell good. I will say that as well. But I don't remember us having any. However, to add to that, I do remember him saying that it did taste good though. So at least he knows that it was great cake.
Mhm.
So we'll take it. I have to take his word for it. But
So many
he
people
enjoyed it.
on the internet have been making homemade versions of the cake from
I've
the
seen
movie.
that.
Yeah.
I've seen that and they look good. Now, here's the thing. I'm not like the biggest chocolate person, like the chocolate fan. So that chocolate cake probably wouldn't be my first choice. I have my moments, which are very few and far between, where I'm like, oh yeah, chocolate cake sounds good, but it's extremely rare because, like I said, I'm just not a chocolate fan. But I have seen some on like TikTok where they're like the Matilda chocolate cake, and it looks like I need a piece for sure.
Mhm.
So I'm proud of them. They're doing their thing.
Mhm. It's like every time you watch the video, you're just like, ah.
You're like, give me.
If
I know, I know, I
there
know.
is a comedian I do recommend to you, by the way, and he's a chef. He makes a lot of desserts, but he also makes actual food as well. His name is Patrick
Okay,
Delaney. Funniest guy on YouTube. Like he makes
okay.
these shorts, and the man is hilarious. So
And
I
what's his
definitely
name? Patrick
Patrick Delaney, and he even did
Zeleny. Okay.
the Matilda chocolate cake, and he actually did it with 5 ingredients.
Ooh, oh yeah. See, that's listen, you have all of the pertinent information that clearly I didn't know I needed today. Okay, now I've got to go find him and I've got to go look at him make this cake
Yeah.
with the five ingredients that I probably already have because I feel like I need to be creative just to see what happens.
Yeah. Well, he has a book out called his very own cookbook, and it is available.
Oh, see, that's number four. See, like just I love it.
The the one video I definitely recommend, which is the funniest, it's him and his friend Albert, and Albert's in the hospital,
Hmm.
and he comes in, brings his, and Patrick is playing the doctor. He comes in with Albert's food. Albert doesn't want to eat it, and Patrick's like, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna go get McDonald's for lunch." And Albert hears him, and so he's rolling out of his bed to the hospital. And he's like, "Albert, you can't be out here. Go back in your room." And so as Patrick leaves again to rush to the emergency,
Hmm.
Albert just gets out of the room, goes into the private staff area where they hang out and eat lunch,
Right.
and he sees the McDonald's that Patrick brought, so he eats his food, replaces it with his food that Patrick brought to him. He goes back into the room. Patrick's getting ready to sit down and eat his McDonald's for lunch, and then realizes, no, it's gone. He's like, And he walks back into the room. He's like, Albert, and then Albert lets out a fart, and Patrick just leaves, and he's like, oh God.
Oh my gosh.
But he is
No
funny.
way.
But he is very funny.
That's hilarious. See? Yep, I gotta watch it now. See, again, comedic relief.
And speaking of comedy, who is the comedian or just anyone that makes you laugh no matter what?
Oh, that's a good question. I have a few. I definitely think Kevin Hart is absolutely one of my favorites.
He's a
Absolutely
good
one
one.
of my favorites. Cat Williams is another one of my favorites.
Mhm.
Um, Dave Chappelle is another one of my favorites.
Yes.
So yeah, when they have those specials, I have to watch because I feel like I'm guaranteed to have a very hearty and hefty chuckle.
Mhm.
So those are definitely some of my favorites.
And when you said Kevin Hart, it's funny because I watched one of his movies today while
Hmm.
doing some illustrations, and that was he didn't play a big role. It was like a small role. It was Death at a Funeral, and
Yes,
that is like one of the funniest movies that exist.
yes, yes. No, I've seen that movie. Now I have seen that, and yes, I love it. Love it. Movie is hilarious.
I think what makes the movie funny is not just the humor, but it's so much that we can relate to, and we're like, oh yeah, been there, done that. And
Exactly.
Tracy Morgan character that just makes me
Yeah, I forgot he was in that. That's so true. Oh my gosh, I forgot Tracy Morgan was in that. Yes, it's literally like genius. It's so great.
and then,
So you're a comedy fan. I can tell.
even the other best parts was well, the James Marsden character, James Marsden getting high in the film was the best part.
Oh my
And
gosh,
the
and him
Peter
hanging out the
Dinklage
window.
character, when they find out that his dad was secretly gay and he was having an affair with Peter Dinklage, it's like
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, yes, yes. So great, so great. I could probably watch that over and over. Oh, and another one of my favorite comedians is Tiffany Haddish.
good one.
Yes, definitely, definitely love me some Tiff.
One of my clients just met her not long ago.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. She's super cool. She's a really really dope person. She has an amazing spirit.
Have you met her?
I have, I have, I've
Nice.
had the pleasure. She's cool. She's really cool people.
Awesome.
Yes, she's really really dope. Just sweet and like I said, really good energy. Just fun to hang around. So
I
yeah,
can
she's
definitely
definitely
see
one of
that.
my favorites. Yes,
And what is
for
the
sure.
best advice you would pass on to folks that want to become actors or actresses?
Ooh, I would say, definitely not only, are we students of our craft, but I think one of the most important things is to just not give up. You have to make sure that this is something that you love because you're going to hear the word no. There's going to come rejection. But understanding that when you love it, that you will continue to fight for it. And so that is one of, I think, the best pieces of advice. And surround yourself with, those higher vibrational people that understand the struggles, understand what rejection feels like, and can kind of help you cope through that. Being able to lift you up and encourage you. Sometimes even when you feel like you can't encourage yourself.
Hmm.
So that would be probably the best pieces of advice that I could give. Be a student, don't give up, love what you do, love it, and just continue to strive for everything that you know that you desire and for everything that you should have.
Well, thank you.
So, of course,
That
absolutely.
was great. That was perfect.
No problem. Well, I appreciate you.
Mhm. Yeah. Hey, I mean it.
Yes, well, thank you. And so do I. I appreciate you. Thank
Thank you.
you. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. And we have two final questions. And these
Absolutely.
are very famous questions. We always start with my mom's question because she always has the best ones.
Okay.
She always wants to know that whenever a guest comes on the show, do they have a
Hmm.
favorite board game or a card game?
Oh, oh, okay. Probably favorite board game would be between Monopoly and Trouble.
Nice.
Favorite card game is Uno, hands down.
Perfect.
Uno. Love it.
Uno is a fun game. Have you played the one where it's where you put the cards in this it's like a shooter device and it spits all the cards out. You have to hit the button and it goes.
I've seen it, but I haven't gotten to play that version. But I've seen it. I know what you're talking about. That looks crazy because you could get just like 15, 20 cards at one time. Then that would mess up your whole Uno. If you had Uno and then you push that button and you get 15 cards, that's horrible. But that's the fun of it. So no, I haven't played that version though.
And for our final one, is there a favorite retro product that you grew up with when you were a kid or something that you wish you had when you were a kid?
So like a game or
It could be a game or a toy or even food, because I mean, Pop-Tarts count as retro.
that is true. Oh, okay. So one of my favorite like throwback um was like the Polly Pockets with
Oh,
like
yeah.
the little yeah, that was my jam. And then I had a Sega Genesis, like the little handheld, that old school Sega game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was like one of my favorites. And Sonic was the game that I was like
Great character.
obsessed with. Like it was I was obsessed. So I played that game a lot. So those are like my favorite retro items for sure.
Sonic is my favorite character. Have you seen any of the Sonic movies?
I haven't. I
They're
haven't.
good. They're really good.
Yeah.
hmm
So that's another thing. See, listen. So that means that I'm going to have to take some time and I'm going to have to do all this research. I'm going to have to watch all these projects that you're hipping me to. But that's okay because at least I know now. So I can have some really another great avenue of entertainment.
And what makes the Sonic films great is Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik, also
Oh,
Eggman.
yes.
Like his version is the best. And anything that has Jim Carrey, any comedy that has Jim Carrey, the man is hilarious.
Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah.
Seriously. Seriously.
And one way to
Okay.
describe his version of Robotnik, it's basically if the Grinch played Robotnik.
Ah. Oh, that's interesting.
And in the new movie, which was the one that came out last year, Jim Carrey
Mhm.
plays two characters. He plays Eggman, and then he plays Eggman's grandfather. And it's basically just Jim Carrey playing two characters.
Right, right. Hmm. And that is what I call multi-talent
hmm
right there. I love it. Okay.
Yeah.
I will have to check that out too, for sure.
Yeah. And something I forgot to ask earlier,
Hmm.
and this is the last one of the interview, is there was a not long ago, a few years back, there was a Matilda reunion.
Hmm.
And what was it like getting to see everyone again after so long?
It's always, something that I feel like there's not like adequate words to really describe it because that's my family. That's like an extended version of my family. So it's always, nothing but love. It's always so much fun. It's always just great conversation and it's it fills you up. You know what I mean? And it allows you to just take that energy and bottle it and remember those moments when things do get a little tough, that you have those individuals that are rooting for you and that support you and that see you, so those are always just moments that I absolutely cherish and am so grateful for because, like I said, that's my family. Those are people that I love completely and truthfully. So it's always a joy and a pleasure just to be able to hang out and catch up, when we're able to do so. So
Mhm.
it's always a good time.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Kiami, thank you for your time for this interview, and I
Of
wish you the best
course.
with your project.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you and thank you for
Yeah.
having me.
Certainly, it's been fun.
I guess. No, sincerely.
Yeah. Hey, it was great.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. follow us on Spotify, and follow us on Instagram. See you next week.